So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Spain have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Mendes. This looks promising. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Haaland. Tuan.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Saka. Nuno Mendes. Mendes making good progress. And here's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. Somewhat off target. Spence. Saliba. Playing towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Pedri. Pedri. So what can they make of this? Nice bit of trickery. Shot could... Haaland! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Goal! Spain! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Pedri.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Messi. Now it's Haaland. Pedri. Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe wants to run onto this. He is just caressing the ball. Rodri. Oh, that's nice.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's managed to get rid. Spence got a long way forward to join the attack. Pedri. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Here's Rodri. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Messi. Pedri. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Saka. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. That gets us going once more.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Haaland. Taken back almost at once. Nice control. And here's Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Olise. What's going wide left? Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pedri. This is a promising build-up. And here's Haaland. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pedri. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Bellingham. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Dijk.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Cambio de jugadores.
Vietnam can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Very nicely done. Shaw stood his ground strongly. Shaw with the impressive jump. Well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a sharp pass. And it's Messi. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pedri, nice looking ball. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Rodri with the clearance.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Tuan. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they've got it again. Haaland. And here's Tuan. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's straight offside.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 19. Messi.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
El dorsal 16.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he was on... Oh, shooting chance! And another try! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Van Dijk cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Pedro Porro tries a cross. That's tidy. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Showing good feet. That's good running with the ball. And he's quick to return it. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come. So let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 5.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Tuan picked out, chance for a shot! Off the post! And that's a real chance missed.
Eze has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Dembele turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Spence. Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Forced to go. Shapes to shoot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hoang tries to clear. Traumeri. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Now Mbappe. Great chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. He's on it. Can he get... Tuan has fallen kindly here. And there's a goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score. What? And it is half-time in extra time. Goals on both sides then, and a lot of tired limbs out there. We are down to the last chance for someone to try and win this.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And it's Eze. Eze for Olise. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh no, what has happened here? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham. And it's Tuan. So there you have it, penalties. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. It is that dreaded time. All eyes on him as he places the ball. Olise is first to take the long walk. And he duly obliges.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Çalhanoğlu pondering where to put it. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Spain are looking for comfort. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Mbappe is the second man to step up for his team.
The keeper was never going to stop that.
So both teams on the board. Dembele, the third man up. Great penalty, outwitted the keeper.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Haaland is third in line.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, and didn't change.
Eze, fourth in their queue. Oh, you're not going to save that.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. And it's 3-3. Turan with the last of the first 5 penalties. Big character, big moment, big save.
This to win it. No pressure, of course.
Oh, he saved it! And the drama continues. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive?
That's just emphatic. He knew exactly what he was doing. Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Through to 7, and we're still going. That's a brilliant read. Well, whatever he did, It worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Clearly for some, this is all too much. And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
Vietnam have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade. Well, ultimately it came down to penalties. Any thoughts, Jim, having seen what you have?
Vietnam definitely had to take the scenic route, but I don't think they'll be complaining too much. Their sense of purpose and overall approach to the game just gave them a slight edge that enabled them to pull through.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium.
Tuan! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Haaland, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It's a promising position. Saka's delivery.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Olise plays it short, in towards the back stick, and that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Olise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage.
He'll try from distance!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
He is just caressing the ball. He's having a hit! Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
The first breakthrough. He's in! Must be! Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Pedro Porro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Impressive jump! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Spence. Pedri. Oh, what a ball! Rodri. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Rodri gets across and deals with it. Nicely weighted ball. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise. And now the breakaway. Nuno Mendes. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Tuan. Could move up a gear here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And the shot! Vietnam looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. He has found the way through. Saka did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Pedri. And here's Bellingham. Takes a shot! And again! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Olise. And here's Haaland. And the shot!
This is the time you need that pace.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Vietnam really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Vietnam firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. Down to business again. Pedri, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got... Can he finish? Yes! It's all becoming so easy. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A case now of complete control. Now this could be a... Shoots! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Tries one from range. No, not quite.
Rodri probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Rodri picks it up from the goal kick.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pedri, can he get it through? Olise. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Olise. Olise. Oh, good read. Pedri. Oh, this is a very good run. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries to thread one through. Tuan finds himself offside.
Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. For Olise. Tries to think it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise. Olise's cross. Defending was strong and firm. He won't be happy with that one. Olise. Rodri spots it and intercepts. Saliba tries to pass it through. He can run onto that. He's got away. Pedri. Bellingham. Now, what about a counter-attack? Foot in. And here's Haaland. Tries to play it through. He's free, he has got space. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Well timed, excellent interception. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think...
Chance! And it's come back out to him. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Olise. Quality ball. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vietnam are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Haaland receives it in a good... Haaland! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's there to belt it away. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Spence. And here's Mbappe. Cleared without hesitation. Olise. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Olise. The ball has bounced loose now. Haaland. Now it's Olise. Can he get it through? He has found the way through. Real chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Oh, that's superb. Pedri. Spain have the chance to go the other way. And it's Pedri. Now it's Haaland. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Haaland. Takes a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Olise with the short one. Now it's Olise. Cross in, looks like a good one. Pedro Porro with the clearance. Spain are looking to go forward now. And he's quick to return it. Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Pedro Porro. Great vision. The ball goes... Oh, great leap! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Pedri, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tuan. Olise. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Pedri. No way through. And it's Pedri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Olise. Olise's cross. Cleared away. Vietnam have reclaimed it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're off again.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now he's got space here. That is a brilliant interception. Rodri. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pedro Porro. Van Dijk. Olise, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, well played, well played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shaw. Spence.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's good vision. A lot of space ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, good climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Olise. Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Saka. It's a pretty loose pass. Olise. Oh, such a clever touch. Spain can breathe again, just.
simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Rodri. Great defending, strong and determined. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Haaland. Pedri. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Bellingham. It's Saka, who played through for the wide man. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Haaland. Bellingham knocks it into space. And the shot!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Mbappe. Very nicely done. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rodri. Elise. Bellingham. And that's a dangerous ball. Shoots! And a neat finish. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides, Spain have taken the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Driving on and making good progress. Haaland in acres of space out wide. Tuan! And he's really put himself on the line here. Oh, good effort! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Spain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Not the most accurate pass. And they can counter here. Chouameni. And it's Dembele. He is through here. And he's cut it out. And he's heaved it away. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. He's found a way through. Lovely feet. Pedro Porro. Oh, sweet feet. And he's gone backward here. Shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's own... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices
Hoy se
flowing.
enfrentan
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Olise. And here's Haaland. Olise!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Knocks it out wide. Rodri. Olise. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Spence makes a move down the right. Spence's cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Spain are looking to go forward now. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's an imaginative pass. And here's Haaland. Oh, nice touch. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a good run down the right. He's picked his way through, played in with purpose. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Pedro Porro. Bit too much weight on the pass. Howson. Van Dijk. Pedri powering forward here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rodri. Saka. Here's Rodri. Olise. Bellingham. Oh, well played, well played. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And it's Pedri. And here's Haaland. There's the shot! Goal! Spain!
Olise really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spence. Cross into the box. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, such a clever touch. Olise gets his head on it.
Un minuto de descuento.
Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This is a promising build-up. Tries to play it through. He's in, must be, and he shoots! Now, oh, it's fallen loose again! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Vietnam go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Passing nice and neat.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bellingham. And here's Tuan. He's having a pop! And here's Saka. Played in. Tries to get it clear. Played out wide. Spence was in no mood for any of that. Well, they could break here. And that's been intercepted. Out for a throw. Vietnam still this single goal behind. Van Dijk. And it's Mendes. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Olise. Now it's Haaland. And here's Pedri. Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nuno Mendes, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice control. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Pedri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Olise. Saliba. Olise has created one goal already. And he skips past his man. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's on it, can he get away? Real chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that's off target.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 16, el dorsal 15.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Haaland fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And it's hoisted clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
You have to say, shot a goal! Calhanoglu played into space out wide. Spence spots it and intercepts. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. And it's Shaw. Oh, that's delightful. He's found a way through. Oh, sweet feet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pedro getting up there! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Eze finds himself offside.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Calhanoglu.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Calhanoglu. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 5.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
El dorsal 4. El dorsal
Spence. And it's Spence. Chouameni. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Calhanoglu. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Haaland. Eze. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that interception was most necessary. And it's Calhanoglu. Rice. And smartly He's having a hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Calhanoglu. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. He shifted it to the flank. He's had it taken off him. Eze plays a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And we're halfway through extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something.
Cambio de jugadores.
And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Konate gets across to intercept that. Chouameni looking to play him in. Calhanoglu. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Gives it back. Now this could be a chance. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Out towards the flank. Looking for the run. It's a goal kick. And here's Tuan. Nice bit of skill and the finish! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy... And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, what a mistake! Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Elise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think...
Elise! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Getting up there! Oh, good finish! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He has found the way through. Shoots! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedro Porro. And here's Tuan. Chance for a shot! Goal! Spain! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from.
Haaland! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That could spell trouble. Pedri. That's a good run down the left.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Eze. And it's Bellingham. Can he get it through? Spence. Could move up a gear here. Spence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
And it's Pedri. Look at the space here. Shot a goal! And they've got rid. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. He's taking no chances there. He's having a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vietnam have their second corner now. He's in a great position here. Spain are looking to go forward now. Decent chance! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Vietnam dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rodri. Spence. And here's Haaland. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Saka. And here's Haaland. That's a little off target. Olise. Pedro Porro receives it. And a header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Olise plays it short. Pedro Porro puts them all in. And now they can clear their lines. Looking for the run. Hangs one in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've got a throw. Saliba. And he goes cross-field. And it's Mendes. And Mendes knocks it into space. Mbappe. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Vietnam are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. The second half is up and running. Out towards the flank. That's the corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. Olise goes short, and here's Olise. Backward it goes, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Mendes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bellingham. Pedro Porro.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's whipped it across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. In again. And that has been knocked clear. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Rodri. There's the shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Spain have their lead. Pedro Porro. Pedro, there's the header! And no mistake!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Impressive job! Oh, crossbar! Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. Tries to play it through. And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Spence. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. So their fourth corner of the game. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
So again, we have parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Haaland, he's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Great defending, strong and determined. Played out wide. Spence did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Eze. And the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Haaland. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro puts them all in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 15, el dorsal 2, el dorsal 16.
Saliba,
el dorsal
quality
7,
ball.
el
Haaland
dorsal
chasing
10,
after it.
el dorsal 22.
Dembele.
Serán
Pedro Porro.
sustituidos por el dorsal 25. El
That's
dorsal
been
9,
intercepted.
That's
el
great
dorsal
positioning,
6,
so good from
el
him.
dorsal 20, el dorsal 14.
He's intervened well
el
there.
dorsal 41. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Rice. Aims beyond. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
The cross. That's a decent clearance. Dembele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tuan with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rice. And here's Haaland. Tries to pass it through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Tuan. Haaland. Oh, easy pickings there. Sure. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is
Cambio
next.
de jugadores en España. El dorsal 21 será sustituido
Into
por
extra time we
el
go.
dorsal 13. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Saliba. Rice. Good ball, good take. And this is Dembele. Passes short and sharp. Caught offside that time. Pedro Porro. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Olmo. That's tidy. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. Rice concedes a free kick for that. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro ventures forward. Spence gets a foot in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele. Looking to play him in. Played in. Haaland! In he goes again. Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they... So just 15 minutes still to come. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide.
Cambio de jugadores.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Pings it across. And it's hoisted clear.
Haaland. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely worked. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played. well stopped.
Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Looking for options for movement. Tuan deals with that comfortably.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Dembele. Haaland. Martinez claims comfortably. And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.